In the stillness of night, a man sits alone, staring at the remnants of his shattered life. He once had dreams, aspirations that soared high, but now they lie in ruins around him. Every betrayal, every failure, every moment of searing pain has left its mark. His heart is a battlefield, and the scars are too many to count. In those moments when the darkness feels overwhelming, there's a voice that whispers, "Give up. Let it all end." It's a seductive call, promising an end to the pain, the suffering. But then there's another voice, quieter but unyielding, that says, "Rise. Fight. Become more than your suffering." Suffering is a relentless force. It strikes without warning, leaving you gasping for air. It's in these moments, when you're stripped to your core, that your true strength is revealed. Not in the absence of pain, but in the ability to endure it, to find power in the very thing that's meant to break you. Consider the man in the darkness. Each betrayal he faced, each loss he endured, was a strike against his soul. But instead of crumbling, he found a way to use that pain. Each scar became a badge of honor, a testament to his resilience. He wasn't born strong, he was forged in the fires of his suffering. His suffering stripped away the illusions. Gone were the comforting lies and the false promises. What remained was raw, unfiltered reality. In that reality, he discovered his true self. A self that wasn't defined by success or failure, but by the ability to stand tall in the face of overwhelming odds. The world is a harsh place. It doesn't care about your dreams or your struggles. It will crush you if you let it. But there's a twisted beauty in that harshness. It's a crucible, a test of your will. Will you let it break you, or will you rise from the ashes, stronger than before? The man in our story chose to rise. He took every setback, every moment of pain, and turned it into fuel. His suffering became his power. With every blow, he became more determined, more unbreakable. The darkness that once threatened to consume him became a part of him, a source of his strength. Strength through suffering isn't about enduring pain for the sake of it. It's about transformation. It's about taking the raw, unrelenting force of your suffering and using it to shape yourself into something greater. It's about finding a power within yourself that you never knew existed. The man's journey was filled with moments of despair. There were times when the weight of his suffering seemed too much to bear. But in those moments, he found clarity. He realized that his suffering was a source of his strength. It wasn't a burden, but a gift. A gift that allowed him to see the world for what it truly was and to find his place in it. He learned that strength isn't just physical. It's mental, emotional, spiritual. It's the ability to keep moving forward, even when every part of you wants to give up. It's the ability to find hope in the darkest of places. It's the ability to take your pain and turn it into something beautiful. Suffering is a teacher. It's a harsh, unyielding teacher, but it's one of the best. It shows you what you're truly made of. It strips away the superficial and reveals the core of who you are. And in that revelation, you find your true strength. The man became a beacon of resilience, not because he never felt pain, but because he embraced it. He used his suffering to become stronger, to become more. His story is a reminder that we all have the power to transform our suffering into strength. That no matter how dark the night, there is always a dawn. In the end, it's not about avoiding suffering. It's about facing it head on and using it to become stronger. It's about finding the strength within yourself to rise above it. The man in our story did just that, and so can you. Strength through suffering is about transformation. It's about taking the raw material of your pain and using it to build a better, stronger self. It's about finding the power within you to endure, to persevere, to rise. The world will continue to throw challenges your way. It will continue to test you, to push you to your limits. But if you can find the strength within your suffering, you can overcome anything. You can become unbreakable. So when you're faced with suffering, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Use it. Let it become your strength. Let it shape you into the person you're meant to be. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are others who have walked this path, who have found their strength through suffering. If this resonates with you, if you feel that spark of strength within your suffering, subscribe and like. Because in the end, it's not about avoiding the darkness, it's about finding the light within it. Are you ready to find your strength?